Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Canes will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The offense lining up for a first down play. They go to the ground. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First down here for the offense. They'll try the right side. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The jet sweep pass. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The ball is going to be downed at the 35. Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Hall to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? He makes the connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Down and 1, and they'll go for it. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Barges ahead. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You can just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Trying to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's now a final in one of the more intriguing games of the season, this huge top 5 clash. Colorado State came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening low victory. And I guess it's not so much that the Rams won, it's more how they won. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, although nothing compares to a top 5 duel. A revealing outcome with massive implications, man.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Now the pitch. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
On second down, just keeps firing. Got his man downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and it's sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
On second down, he'll fire. Got his man quickly. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
They'll try the right side. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Canes will have it first and 10. The give to the back. Hold down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13.
Louisiana 7, Miami 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Shotgun snap on third down. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Fast motion from the offense. The option look. He'll pitch it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
The give on the inside. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
Going with the ground game left. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Hall will throw it. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Raging Cajuns are flying down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hubbard. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this spot. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The corners are walked up tight. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
The Raging Cajuns have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on third down. They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Miami, 0.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll throw it on first down. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Line getting set on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Football, you win the turn quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Got enough for the 1st. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Raging Cajuns with the 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Shoots it to the left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and the quarterback was looking for the big fella. And I tell you what, throw these routes to big tight ends, it usually ends well, but it was really, really good coverage, breaking on that corner route and getting the ball to the ground.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They want to run it left here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and opponents filling. Just can't do it better.
The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now on 2nd down. Running to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. Off he goes. The 40. Past the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
What a a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Good timing on the quick out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And the Raging Cajuns look to keep this drive humming. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Dances away to buy time. He'll throw one to his right. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. The quick out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got his man on the outside. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they tried to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
That is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Louisiana.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give from the gun. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Louisiana 21, Miami 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Looking for space. It's Clay. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The Canes have this offense rolling. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Canes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to UTSA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. And now on second down for this offense. Hall to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete to the right. Push down for the tackle.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback will audible. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And the Canes are threatening in the red zone. Off the play fake. Coming after him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you're getting these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the 4th quarter. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them. And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. Hall will throw it. It's on target and complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
From the gun, give on the inside. And it's on the ground. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. This offense had a really good opportunity here, and they just spit it up with the fumble.
And I'm so impressed with the defense. This has been a long, hard-fought, tight game. It's been physical. Guys are tired. But in this 2-minute situation, they're still out there. They're still pulling away at the football, trying to create opportunities for their offense to go win the game. Cannot be more impressed with this defense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. To the ground with the back. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Second down coming up.
Now on second down and short. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Going to the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast.
Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cajuns. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 23 to Louisiana Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing without...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Take over 1st and 10.